Guys, Dan Ben here. Bringing you back another chapter of Stories, the Path of Destinies. Yeah, that sounds good now. Alright, there we go. We are going to continue with this story.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble.
But
Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base.
For like an hour.
They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced.
You guys seem to be liking it a lot.
Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use
let it die earlier.
to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness.
I think it's
on the other hand,
interesting, actually.
His old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Lapino was no game changer, but could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Kinda wish we could really skip this shit, but then again, you'll never know what the fuck is going on.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that.
2 chapters.
Never mind the winged horse.
Today, I don't know how many I'm gonna get done. Probably another 2. We'll see. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be doing quite a bit of streaming of this Goat Simulator and possibly, I don't know, Destiny maybe. Ugh. Luckily, this music never gets copyrighted.
Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the Ravens?
Okay, need 4 more wind essence and 10 more. Okay.
More fire? Yes, please.
60 of those, and another 4, another 90, and another 8. Okay. From where we left off, like I said, I got 2 chapters done. I'm not complaining at all. Seriously? Bypassing all this shit? Whoa.
People were frightened these days. Just 2 weeks past, Renato had sneaked through an empty town and listened to the Ravens call about the Emperor's new taste in ritual sacrifice.
Wait, can we actually get to that center, that farm?
Renato thought of the Iblis stone and shivered. He had no business messing with ancient, cruel artifacts. What he needed was his friends around him. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. Cool. Wish I could do that.
messed up thing is that people, it takes like 3.5 minutes just to get through
Ravens
this.
were landing everywhere. The advance guard.
Oh, here we go.
He'd better get moving. If they got to Lupino first, they'd eat him for breakfast. Or a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners.
Like I said, I'm
Even top
revisiting
spies
all
like
this
Lupino.
stuff.
Where had the mad rabbit
mainly
got
to try and get the rest of the trophies. Or not the trophies, the stories. I almost double dodged all three.
Cowardly wolves. Why wouldn't they come close where he could kill them?
Yeah, pretty soon we may get a camera. Just so that you guys can see me stream. My other friend,
He really wasn't making a dent in those shields.
okay. So you always gotta kill those assholes. You gotta hit them once and run off. If not, then you're dead.
Dirty and bloody,
Damn, I
Bernardo
bypassed that whole
finally
entire
reached
thing.
Lupino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Bernardo recognized the cards. It was Lupino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, see, this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. Very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia.
We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, oh, his only daughter? That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power. Zenobia
That's the
wasn't
one thing
just
you
the
gotta look
Emperor's
for is
daughter,
the
of course.
exclamation points on these.
She'd been Renato's
That way
best
you know
friend in sword
where
through
to
school.
go.
And you're
Because
still
either one will
mad
take
for
you
her.
into a good path.
The
If you
rabbit
take the
reminded
wrong
him
one, it
they'd
can
been
kill you.
close. She'd told him things no one else knew. But she'd never
So I
told him
started
who she
streaming
really
at
was.
2 o'clock.
She
so
knows
I
all
am
the
going
Emperor's
to end
plans.
this at
Chuckle the master spy.
about
She won't give them up
3:45
easily.
my time.
She'll tell the interrogators
It's
all
not gonna
right.
be a long stream. It's gonna be
Said Lupino.
about
Taking
an hour,
her
45
would
minutes.
change the game, all right.
I have work at 5 o'clock. So, that's why. I did stream a little bit of Let It Die, which I thought that was an interesting game, to say the least. A little gory, but hell, I enjoyed it. I didn't care. And welcome to the stream, guys. I know it says revisit on there because I am doing
The city
this
was
all
already
over
under
again.
Zenobia's control. I had
Try to
to
figure out
admire her
other
efficiency.
pathways to get through.
Renato
all these
shivered at the thought of
stories
Zenobia at the mercy of the
that I
interrogators.
have not yet
Could he
done
really
yet.
turn her over to them? But this was war. It wasn't meant to be pretty.
All right, more ores, always good. One thing I like about ores is like once after you get all the gems, all the ores, all the essence, and upgrade all your swords, basically you're unstoppable. Literally. Look at this. Carnage. It's like Lapino repeated 3 damn times. Look at this shit. Not too bad you can't break that open. If you're still watching, comment down below. Always like talking to the viewers. No. No.
No one could beat Renato at hot potato.
I hate those things. Oh, not you. Bronies. No. Where are you going? Oh my god, I almost died. I literally almost died. Turn around, you ugly bitch.
Say goodnight, Gracie, said Renato,
Say
wondering
goodnight,
who
Gracie.
Gracie was.
You son bitch. Like, after you get all these ores and gems, you basically are going to be finding a lot of health. Because if you get a good amount of health, a thing to restore your health, a thing to restore your magic, watch. They are both in pairs. Easy peasy. I have never once found an Easter egg in here. I don't think I have.
So, what's this plan of yours?
Use me as bait.
Said Lapino. And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lapino dressing as an old blind toad, and Renato hiding inside a monstrous watermelon. What could possibly go wrong? Thought Renato.
Let's go with
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Said Lapino, as he ran to go set up his marvelous plan.
it. Right now.
If I craft a sword now,
I need.
it's gonna be really short.
Okay, that's at max. I need 50 more and 8 more essence. I need 80 more and 8 more essence. That's at max. That's at max. I only found 2 gems. I still got critical, divine, physical, elemental, shieldbreaker, treasure hunter, which will help me find the rest of these. Once you get up to, I think, upgrade 3, you're pretty much set. And energy on kill. These are all fun to play. Okay, let's check this. Okay, how many points? Alright, 5,900. Alright. Okay. Whoa, that just fucking had me freeze time. That was cool. Oh,
There were still so many
First
games
death.
to play.
Renato thought as he died.
damn. My first time playing this back a little over a month ago. I know I am revisiting this. I would die like no tomorrow. Like there was no tomorrow. It was really good. It was like dead, 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 dead. Some of the times I didn't know what the hell to do. Ah, shit! It's because that motherfucker right there.
And died.
Urgh. I am getting better at this. Oh, we do have a... Oh, shit. Game on. Smack those motherfuckers around. Dash. Gotta go. Kills that motherfucker real quick. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, shit. On fire, on fire.
Those sheaves were really very well made, weren't they?
101, bitch. Oh, finally. That's what I meant to do.
Renato felt dubious about the whole plan. With every step, he was waiting for it all to go horribly wrong. But against all odds, Peppino's idiotic plan worked. Zenobia's ravens ran off after the geese, the net dropped, and Renato jumped out of the watermelon and put his sword to Zenobia's throat. "Renato," she said, "are those new scars? They look good on you. You never returned my velvet jacket. It was my favorite. You
So
look
far, if you're
stupid in
enjoying the
velvet.
stream, leave a
Oh,
like.
what does an imperial princess
Comment
know
down
of
below.
style? Oh,
Subscribe
get
if
a
you're
room,
new.
you two," said Latino. But the fleet was coming on fast, so they put Zenobia on the Farfarer and took her east, over the Nexus. She'd vanished from Swordfu School, from his life, without even saying goodbye, without ever telling him she was the Emperor's adopted daughter. Ah, Lapina was right, Renato thought reluctantly. She knows things. She recognized his look. "You're taking me to the interrogators, aren't you?" she said,
Da-da-da.
wide-eyed. And then she jumped, with horror. Renato saw Zenobia plummeting. Then he saw the Nexus below them. Cats always land on their feet. "Ah, she'll head for the Imperial outpost," yelled Lapino. "You have to catch her."
Oh, shit. I really hope they make another game like this. Like something exactly like this. This is like fun to play. Or otherwise, back in the day, if like this came out back on like PlayStation, the first PlayStation, or PlayStation 2, or PlayStation 3, I'd be like, I can't
Cats
be
can
doing
run
this shit.
faster, but foxes can
Well.
run longer. If he ran, he could head her off before she reached her minions at the outpost. Well,
Alright,
he
nothing
did
to-
love a good chase. There was a sign. Take the goat across first.
Hell. Aha. That's what I do, I check. If you're low level on this, you gotta check.
If they didn't want their things broken, they really ought to make them stronger.
That leads into a area to get more ores, possibly health, possibly energy. Maybe one of those. Aha, essence. Always the right thing to get. Don't watch this.
What's there?
And you'll notice in this game that there's a lot of locked places in this game for some unknown reason, and different paths that you can see that cannot get to. It's very weird. I don't know why, but I had like 18, 20 stories unlocked and was trying to get the last you and still wasn't able.
Oh, splendid. Really bring out your eyes.
You can smack me. Motherfucker. What? I remember one time there was still one enemy left. Or a few of them left. And
Renato had heard stories of a dungeon where chests were filled with potions and
attack
weapons.
speed number 3.
Fairy tales.
Awesome. Like I said, that's kind of shit that you have to look for. Or otherwise, you'll bypass it and never know. Some of the stuff that I haven't seen in this before, I've seen now. But there's still other paths to different parts that I'm still trying to figure out how to get to. So basically, you go back here.
Once you try it, you're hooked.
And basically, you just go right back up where... And bada boom, all the way up. Check those always. If you're new, check anything and everything that can be swiped out, like bases, tables, chairs, shit like that. If you have this on PS4 and are watching from PS4, comment down below. Whoop. Okay. No. Oh, okay. One person yesterday told me that you can recharge your health while playing, while fighting. Alright, ranked up, good. Alright, that's weird. There we go. And if you are like new to playing this, you'll find glitches here and there. Some of them will surprise you, actually. I know they sure sell some surprise in my ass. Getting stuck in the game, getting stuck something like in something else. It was weird. Always gotta check those.
He was closing on her. He could smell her fear. He tried not to think about the interrogators at the secret base. What did they do to her? Maybe it didn't have to end that way. Maybe he could talk to her. But, after all, there were worse things the Imperials had done to friends of his.
Like these boxes. Health, energy. All great things. So I'm just gonna check real quick. That's maxed. Another 64, another 6, another 34, another 22. Okay. Alright, I just need 200 fucking more of these. Because once you find treasure hunter,
I need more
you're pretty
materials,
much gold.
thought Renato.
That way you can find the rest of the gym. Hey, keep smacking me, huh? No, 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 no. No, no. Gotta run. Whew.
Bernardo reached the outpost.
Alright.
The Imperials there were no match for him. Soon after,
Close one.
Zenobia limped up the path. When she realized he was already in front of
The
her,
reason why it's red is because
she didn't even try to run. Oh,
I
you
almost
left
died.
without saying goodbye.
Died 3 times.
Again.
No, twice.
He said,
Yeah.
Please. You're enjoying this a little too much.
But
She said, shaken.
that's alright. It's all
Oh,
part of the
spare
game.
us the chit-chat,
I
would
used
you?
to die like
Said
50
Lapino as he
times.
shackled her
During
hands
the
so she
whole
couldn't throw
stream, it's
spells.
like,
She knows all his plans. All the way
yesterday's
back to
stream,
the far
part
corner.
1
Lapino nagged Renato about how the
was
interrogators
easy.
would pry all the
Went all the
intel
way
out of
through.
Zenobia. How that would turn the tides in the imminent
got done
battle.
with 2 chapters.
All they had
and
to
that was
do
it.
was take her to the rebel secret base. Renato didn't like
I
to
mean, I
think
died
about
twice,
what the interrogators would
but
do
that's
to her.
alright.
Couldn't he just talk to her?
This is too cruel. Skip the rebel base once again. Okay.
As they pulled away from the
Because
Nexus,
if you choose the wrong one,
Renato could see the fear in Zenobia's eyes.
it'll say
I
you
can't
have died.
take it to
You
those
have to start the whole thing all
creatures
over.
at the base. He whispered to
From
Lapino.
where you
You've gone
started
soft.
to
Soft in the
where you had
head.
to end up and you had to
We
choose
captured her
the
for what she
right
knows.
answer.
I'll
'Cause if you do the
take
same
her to the
thing,
mountains.
then you'll
Tell all
know.
the horrible things the Emperor's done. Yeah,
If
believe
you guys
me.
are enjoying
She'll
watching
turn.
this, comment down below.
And he turned the
I
wheel.
don't mind chatting with you
The
guys.
hell you will! Shouted Lapino, and he grabbed the wheel back from him. The two of them wrestled for control of the ship. It
If you guys
shot
are
off like a
enjoying the
mad
stream,
sparrow.
leave a like,
Suddenly,
leave a comment.
Renato was falling.
That's funny. Kind of the bad thing about this is that you had to wait 3.5 minutes in order to start the game.
When he came
Which I
to,
think is fucking bogus.
Zenobia was standing over him. Why didn't you take me to the base to be interrogated? She demanded. Do you
Because, bitch.
know what's left of people they interrogate? This is some trick, isn't it? To make me fall for you again. Well, I won't. Oh, go on then. Scurry back to your ravens. I can't stop you. But strangely, she didn't. As Renato set off to find the Farfarer, she followed him, keeping just out of sight of the ravens.
Yeah, I already checked before. Get my shit charged up.
He wished there were more pylons he could use the hook on. They really needed to construct additional pylons.
Hey, fucking blood slow bitch ass. No! Run away, run away, run away. Okay.
Thought Renato?
Oh! Bad idea. Very bad idea. Shit. I don't know why I keep fucking myself over. Okay. big motherfuckers. Dash. Run. Run like hell. Run! That's what you gotta do. And run like hell.
Renato wondered where he could find a snack. He was feeling a bit peckish.
Damn. Try to get back to grab the... break those boxes. Oh, faces. Yay. My only friend. Aha, see? You don't know what you're gonna find in them. See, there's different little ways to get through shit like this. Later in the game, will
Is a
glitch,
very cool
and then it'll
sword,
just say
thought Renato.
open,
No, seriously.
and it'd be
He
like,
couldn't feel his
fuck it,
paw
whatever.
anymore.
Like we don't care. I'm preparing myself. I've never once fallen into this game in which you cannot even fall. I don't know why.
Why would anyone put his slinky collection in a strongbox, thought Renato. Any magic slinkies? Oh, there was something else.
Oh, kicked his ass right off. What? You gonna punch me, you little bitch?
As Renato stopped to sniff the wind, Zenobia came up, still mad. Did you really think you'd just talk me into betraying my father? Oh yeah, sure, that was exactly my plan. Then why aren't you even talking to me? Because I've never talked you into anything in my life. They're gonna court-martial you for letting me go. He caught a whiff of the Farfarer. Wet rope, tar, and a cask of Scoble ale he'd spilt last year. It was that way. No skateboarding, the sign said.
You big fucking sexist shits. And it's crazy too, you can pick different ways. Oh, and I could have went over there too. Went down the same way. See, like I said, there's always different ways to get
He found a
through
Superman
shit.
issue #1 in mint condition in a jar he'd broken. He planned to keep breaking things until he had the whole series.
Bloop. Oh, I hate those things so much. Just die already. God damn. Fuck. Yeah. Okay, I need one more. I have 29 health. Damn. Don't make me fight. Ah, shit. Run. Just run. Ah, fuck.
I guess now I find out
I knew
what's
that was
next,
gonna happen.
he thought.
That over here. But I'm checking out something over. Nothing over here. Right over here.
Bernardo felt a little better.
Okay. All those and nothing. Weird.
Bernardo wondered if he should have taken Zenobia to the rebel base for real. Maybe she wasn't playing him after all. After the bleak talk about the Emperor's dark secret, he was regretting his suspicions. What else could you hook?
Going further and further away. Back down to here. Oh shit. It found us another scroll, guys.
When I build my castle, thought Bernardo, all my gates are going to open with buttons, and all the levers will drop rocks at your head.
Crazy. This shit right here. Lee. Ah, shit.
There is a season. He turned over and died.
Oh, hell no, I did not. Game on. Whoa. That was weird.
Boy, someone has spent a lot of money for a graduation present.
Oh my god. This is good. Very good now. I'm happy. There's the Farfarer.
Sure enough, the Farfarer had crashed in some rocks. There was no sign of Lupino. Zenobia caught up. All that kid stuff in Swordfu School. Look, look, that's the past. We're adults now. We have duties to other people. We have destinies. What are you talking about? And you are the most arrogant, slow-witted, light-fingered, mercenary, immoral, reckless. Run away with me, said Renato, and he realized he meant it. What? Just like that? She demanded. I will, if you will. So
Aww.
she kissed him. And it was the best kiss he'd ever had. They held hands as they boarded the Farfarer. Renato felt light-hearted, like the winds that were playing the rigging like a balalaika. But Lupino, I need to get back to Lupino, he said, suddenly realizing he could have been captured. A prisoner. He's not. How'd you know? He saw something in her eyes he didn't understand. He fell, didn't he? Into the abyss. She looked away. Wouldn't answer.
Shit.
But then a bolt smashed through the Farfarer's keel. The broken ship plummeted out of the clouds.
What the fuck? Wait. Oh shit.
Renato picked himself
Back
off
to
the
this
deck.
shit again.
They were alive. We have to get to my private ship, she said. Do you trust me? I guess I must, he said. You go on ahead. Clear the path, she said. I can't kill my own soldiers. He wanted
True.
to say that he didn't trust her, that he had no idea what he was getting into. But he had no choice, did he? He was following his heart. That's what it means to be a hero. You had to follow your heart. Sharp? Check. Pointy? Check. Flexible? Check. What else do you need in a sword?
Yeah, I need the other sword. Shit. Forgot. I have one unlocked.
Every day he was getting better and better.
There we go. Fuck you! Big ugly bitch. You ugly motherfuckers. Nothing. Nothing. Shit. Okay, that works. Alright.
This would be the perfect place for a tic-tac-toe board.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Say, how are you guys fixed for life insurance?
Alright.
Hooked is hooked and break.
Fuck. I was gonna say, hopefully this guy does a lot of collateral. And he did. Shit, 73. Yeah. I died a lot less times on this now. Come on.
I think this is yours, said
Gotcha,
Ronaldo.
bitch.
But he couldn't hear his enemy dancing.
Just stand back and kick him in the ass and stand back. He'll eventually kill himself. Nope. No.
They paused to catch their breath. It was strange
I
to
want
be
to
so
unlock
close to her.
that.
What are you thinking? He asked. I'm trying very hard not to think. Me too, he said. Up ahead, he could see the thin silver of Zenobia's personal ship. It looked fast. They would leave all this behind.
First things first. Another ore, good. Not that one sword. A little bit. Wait, strike the boxes. I need help. Okay, that's it. Alright. Okay. Now run.
No. Burnt fur. His.
Fuck, that hurt.
Whose was? Ronaldo
That
really
hurt like
liked the
hell.
sound his sword made in the air.
It was a good idea at the time, but kind of stupid. Some of these guys are getting easier and easier to kill. Ugh. Yeah, I may just stop at 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Maybe 4:15. That's the boss battle, kind of. Back away. No! Can't die, can't die, can't die. Run. Okay, run. What, you're gonna fucking hit me? Stop fucking hitting me. Shit. Flames. Right there.
As they reached her ship, Renato suddenly felt a sharp pain in his stomach. He was surprised to see a crossbow bolt sticking out of it.
Ow.
I was going to lead the Empire to a secret base, said Lapino. But no, you had to screw up my plan because you've still got a thing for her.
Renato stared at Zenobia. The kiss. Was it real? She said, with a look of indescribable sorrow. She gestured and said an arcane word, and Lapino went flying into the abyss, screaming, "I'm telling your father!" Then she knelt down to cradle his head, and her paws felt very soft and warm. And just like that, he was alive again, and back on the Farfarer, still fleeing burning Ubar. The book was still open before him. So, the book was a portal. It took you to the future, when your destinies would branch. He had failed and died 3 times, but he learned another true thing. Lapino was a traitor. Renato had suspected there was something wrong with the Mad Rabbit, but now he knew there was malice behind his goofiness.
Alright, let's recap here for a little bit. Chapters 21, story number 21, 15, and now number 5 have been completed.
But he was starting to feel like he was getting the hang of this. There was a way through to victory. He could feel it. He just had to keep running the Path of Destinies. With that, the book fluttered back to the beginning, and he fell into it. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose.
Does say the same thing.
The
every
rebellion
time,
was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong, but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Yes.
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis stone. It would whisper promises in his ear, offer him power for blood. But this time, Renato was sure he could master it. And so, Renato went ostrich hunting. Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away.
Were all these things the Iblis stone? Long hidden in a buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals?
Right now I'm going around checking shit out, getting stones. I think I would continue this without stones and ores. Okay. Aha! Wait. Wait. Over here.
From the mystical East could make
Another
time itself
86.
slow for you.
And another 9. Okay. How much for this? Another 86. And then another 2. Okay. Got it. Oh, before I begin, I'm gonna take a little 5-10 minute break. And be right back. Be right back, guys. Alright guys, I'm back.
What was he doing here? The last time, the stone had fought him for possession of his own soul.
Key thing about this is that you may die.
Interrupted story time.
According to Lee Raven.
I will never find out how it ended.
Shit. No.
The Ravens were already here, cawing in frustration. They were still
Whoa.
searching for a way in.
He glitched.
Then he hadn't come
Thank
too
God
late.
didn't prevent me from getting up there.
Bernardo had been the terror of the sandcastles when he was 2.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
For some reason, Renata remembered a fairy tale his mother had told her.
too.
That a land where only the apes dwelled. Animals went around without clothes.
No. Gotta dash. Gotta run. Whew. Check everything.
Ice walls only let you through if they knew you were cool.
They knew you were cool.
A road less traveled. This could be fun. If it wasn't fatal, that is. Renato wondered if it wasn't cheaper to build bridges and stairs.
Shit. Alright. That's a price I pay. Like I said, fire always pops the hell up over here. Nothing.
Renato wondered if his future self had commissioned these poles.
Shield breaker, yes.
There had to be some way to use the Iblis stone. It was old, wasn't it? People are so much cleverer now. And Renato was pretty sure he was cleverer than most people.
Okay.
The mysterious sword from the east made you so fast you could catch a fly with your chopsticks. If that's what you really wanted. Magical jewel. Renato couldn't wait to find a workbench.
That's why you gotta try to find all these other essences and shit.
Renato felt new powers ready to blossom within him, or something. Yeah! The Ravens, at least, could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders. Renato felt like he was ready to learn new things. Thank goodness he didn't have to go to school for that. Renato hated cannon traps. Also, who reloaded these things anyway? He never figured that part out. It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid.
Nervous, he picked it up. Who said that? It was the stone. Eager. Thirsty. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once.
And he had a sneaking suspicion the gem would try to control him.
Why not capture the core of Skyripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the Transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. Not the core, said the stone anxiously.
But even though Renato knew how evil the gem was, he had a clever plan for dealing with it.
Why was he listening to a talking rock?
Ah, but the rock had a point. If the stone could truly turn him into a powerful warrior, he could defeat the Emperor with the very weapon the wicked old toad had sought for himself.
To be a hero, you had to sacrifice old friends sometimes. Especially when they've become enemies.
Alright. Phone's charging. Oh, wow.
As he placed the impossibly black crystal in his gauntlet, Renato had a sudden vision. Charred fields covered in dead ravens below a black sun.
Was it the
Alright, I
time
gotta
of the
see if
lost
this
gods
thing's killing
before
me.
the Transcendent
If it
Emperor?
is-
Was it
No,
the
it's
future?
not.
It whispered. Take the power. He could feel the stone's hunger for souls. Its thirst for blood. All right, I get it. This was going to be interesting.
Like I said, welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you enjoy watching.
Well, they really needed to redecorate anyway. Renato had been to a dungeon once where all the chests had teeth and eyes. It had been a short
Shit,
visit.
that was easy.
Renato wondered who was leaving chests of sword crafting supplies around. He wanted to thank him.
The ravens on Zenobia's island were no match for Renato. They screamed as the stones sucked out their souls. And with each death, he felt stronger. Take the power, the stone told him.
Hey! Hey, a workbench! He could try out his new bling.
Spell damage. I don't really care for it. As long as I know it's there. Okay, let's go through here.
Renata could feel the burn.
It hurts only a little bit. Physical resistance, yeah. As soon as I get that up to 3, along with physical resistance, I'm not going to swap them out. Maybe I will. It's best if you do.
He couldn't do worse with Zenobia than he'd done with the core, could he?
And here we are again.
Anyone ever tell you you have a lovely eye?
You gotta kill these fucking things quickly, or they will roast you. And I don't know why they pop up like that. Lovers on the other side. Oh. So I did this all for nothing? Wait. Nope. Didn't do it all for nothing.
Renata remembered when he'd first stolen one of these. Good times.
Good times. That's the help you get through.
Zenobia was waiting for Renato. She was alone, confident as always. Fire danced at the tips of her claws.
Are you here to surrender?
She seemed as cocksure as he felt. But she didn't know he had the stone. And I've missed you too, love.
That fucking
He chuckled.
fancy.
She spotted the stone and bolted without another word.
Good thing is it's not killing me. Thank God.
Had that door been open before?
swords. Okay, another 45 for that one. Same with that. So, all in all, I need 90 of them. Just to get me all the way up. And 10,000 points off. Alright.
Finally, Renato caught up to her. He had never seen her scared before. At school, she'd been the determined, brave one. Now her eyes were wide, frightened. He didn't like seeing her this way.
Kill her,
Whispered the stone.
you cannot win your rebellion without it.
Please. No, said Zenobia. Not that way. Oh, they had been so close once. Could he really feed her soul to his demonic gem? But if he spared her, he would not get the full power of the stone. Oh, how could he be the hero he wanted to be? Renato hesitated. Zenobia was his greatest enemy. She was the Emperor's daughter and his greatest general, and the single person Renato least wanted to remove from this world, especially that way. She was holding her arms out before her, hands fluttering, fending him off with hopeless urgency. Nope, she was weaving a spell. He couldn't move. This thing is evil, she said. She slid the Iblistone out of its slot in his gauntlet and slipped it into a bag. Maybe we can learn from it. She eyed him with a strange, wry, apologetic look. I missed you too. And before he could move again, she was gone. Learn from the Iblistone? What did that mean? Would she take it to the palace or to the observatory on the Nexus? If she thought it was evil, she wouldn't want it in the palace. And, after all, it was evil, wasn't it? Maybe I can outrace her to the observatory, thought Renato. Cats can run faster, but foxes can run longer.
Second thought, I am going to go for a 2-hour stream today. I'm going to be streaming a lot of this tomorrow. So, to about like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow.
Renato felt a little sick. Ever since Zenobia had taken the stone from him, he felt an ache that wouldn't go away. He missed it. He wanted it back. He needed it back. Why hadn't he killed her when he had the chance? She was the enemy. He hadn't even seen her in 14 years. Why had he hesitated? You're a sucker for an empowered woman. Renato kicked himself. Don't make that mistake again.
The hell? There we go. I was gonna say, that's weird.
Zenobia thought the stone was evil. Was it? Well, yes, but he still longed to have it back. He'd felt so good killing ravens with it, and yet he'd felt unclean ever since he'd touched it. She confused him. She'd made him want to be a better fox, and then she'd abandoned him, never telling him she was the Emperor's daughter, never contacting him since. Well, who was she to tell him the stone was evil? Imagine if you built a house on one of these things. Oh, that would be amazing. It would be like having a boat.
Ooh, 70. Pretty goddamn good.
A cat in this one. And something useful. The scientist's toes were pointing arcane instruments at the stone and looking at it through prisms and reflections. Mine, said Reynardo as he took back the stone. Well, we need it for science, croaked the toads. So he killed them. He felt better immediately. Smarter, too. I thought you'd never come for me, whispered the stone. Then, a far-speaker toad croaked in something like Zenobia's voice.
Reynardo, leave the stone with the toads. It will swallow your soul. You'll kill everyone you love.
That did seem vaguely familiar. But Reynardo had an army to lead, an empire to bring down.
I know you can fight this thing.
Zenobia continued in the far speaker's croak.
You let me live. You know how evil it is. It will destroy you, Reynardo. It will destroy everything you love.
He had tried to convince himself that this time he would control the Iblis stone. But he could feel his will becoming brittle. She was right. He would get rid of it. Right? Now. Or now. He didn't really want to. I know. I'll go to the mountains, Reynardo thought. I'll find the strength to do it in the peace and quiet there. As the Farfarer landed at the foot of the mountains, Bernardo was surprised to find Lapino there. What are you doing here?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. I was stowed away on an Imperial courier ship, dressed up as a combat nurse carrying a general's beak transplant.
This is not a great time, said Renato, who was pretty sure he did not, in fact, believe Lapino's story.
That's when you need your friends,
said Lapino. I just need some peace and quiet, said Renato, and grimly set out on the path. Don't look down, he told himself. Don't look down. Bernardo told his friend how he had slaughtered the toads, and how he had nearly slain Zenobia.
A terrible burden, this Iblis stone,
Sympathized the rabbit. Yeah, but I need it. For the rebellion.
do you now? You know, you were a pretty fine fighter before you were wielding a demonic decoration. Oddly,
The sword wasn't whispering at him to kill Lapino. Up ahead in the mountains, there was a peaceful spot. If he could rid himself of his burden anywhere, it was there.
Anyone just want to fucking slice your head off. But you can't. Some of these parts you really wish you could kill the bastard. But you can't. Sucks. Come on.
Barely landed a claw on him.
See, look at this. All this shit leads to different shit. So I'm gonna go this way. There's other paths I flew by that I came back and get to. Maybe a story, maybe. But for now, I can't. Look at this. It's
If
the
only he
welcoming
had a
committee.
portal onto the Emperor's ship, this would be a short war.
There it is.
Renato wondered idly if people who had built these poles had really, really long tentacles.
Next.
He was practically sure he'd find something useful in one of these things.
Nothing over here, I think. Good thing, you know, if you watch my stuff, you're actually giving me a view. Maybe we can get something that should focus. Still giving me a view, by the way.
Renato thought he would make a difference, snatching the Iblastone before the Emperor could get it. And it would destroy him. Zenobia and Lapino, they were both trying to save him. Peace. That was what he needed. So much for peace and quiet. There was Lapino. Again.
You're stronger than some dumb rock,
Lapino said.
let's just bury it, and no one will ever find it again.
Renato could feel the spirit energy of all those dead ravens inside him, pecking away. The rabbit was right. Even if the rabbit was a traitor, he was still right. He tore the Iblastone from his gauntlet and threw it into the hole Lapino had dug. The stone was silent, probably sulking.
Now whoop those Imperials, said Lapino.
Are you coming?
Ah, no, I can't come with you. It's my old injury, you know. Recently, it's been acting up terrible. I'd be no use to you at all.
So Renato boarded the Farfarer alone.
Bullshit.
Renato felt lonely
He
on
keeps
board the
coming in and
Farfarer.
out and in and out. and
How
shit,
could his
so-
old friend Lapino, miraculously
He
escaped
lies a
from the
lot.
Empire, leave him to face the final battle alone? Well, he'd abandoned Lapino before, hadn't he? It was only fair. And of course he felt lonely. He'd given up the Iblastone and all the souls he fed it. Of course he felt alone. But he had done the right thing. It had been hard to do, but there was no better feeling than that. Zenobia would be so proud of him. The battle, alas, was not going well. He no longer had the stone, and he'd never gotten the core. Lapino wasn't with him, and he was up against Zenobia, out there somewhere, maneuvering the Emperor's forces. The rebels had been outnumbered from the start, and he still had that aching longing for the stone. But that is what it means to be a hero. He would fight his way to Zenobia. He would show her what he was capable of. Just him, with no diabolic accoutrements. He would win, no matter the odds.
Wondered if death was nothing more but a portal to another plane of existence. He didn't particularly want to find out. This thing really needed a roof.
Motherfuckers. Almost killing me. Shit.
Yes, that was it. Pirouette, slash, parry, dodge. Renato had never done such good work in a fight. He wished the poets were allowed to sing of his exploits for his old age. Maybe he wouldn't have to kill Zenobia. Maybe he could defeat her and take her prisoner. Then he could turn the tide against the Emperor. If she wasn't crowned princess, once this was all over, she'd have more time for him, right?
Ten minutes left. Ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, 10 minutes left in my stream. Why 10 minutes? Because I have to go.
There had to be something useful in these things, didn't there?
Oh yeah, no shit. Health. Health, magic, something, damn it. I'm going in blind now. Alright, let's do it. Fuck, shit. No! Ah, fucking
Should have faked left and then gone left, he thought. And then, he never thought again.
watching. It's funny though.
Soon he'd confront the Emperor. Again. This time, he'd make an end of him. He'd screwed up last time, but he had a good feeling about this time.
Ding ding, let's go. I just killed the bastard. Oh, I just annihilated him, man. Flawless victory.
By some miracle, Renato fought his way to the Emperor's ship. He was exhausted, bleeding, but he'd found the strength to reject the stone. Zenobia came out of the ship. "Renato!" she shouted, and then she fell down and died. Lapino was behind her, wielding a sword that seemed to suck all the light out of the sun. "You idiot! You threw the stone away!" cried Lapino. "You said it was evil." "It hates sanctimonious pricks like you," laughed Lapino. "And we're having a grand old time." Renato turned and ran. But no matter where he ran, Lapino jumped in front of him until Renato was cornered. That boy could hop. "You wouldn't do this to an old friend, would you?" cried Renato. "You mean this?" said Lapino, as he slid the sword into Renato's guts. "Damn it! Again?" And
Oh,
he
shit.
hadn't learned anything new this time. He'd done the same thing twice, yet expected a different outcome.
Okay, guys, recap here. Today we have completed chapters 5 and now 2. Yesterday was 21 and 15, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it right there. I got work in about an hour. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining me. I'll be streaming more of this tomorrow. So don't forget to share with your friends. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.